here's what I know. That those words that God spoke to those Israelites so long ago, God's speaking to you and to me as well. Do not fear, for I am with you. I will help you. I'm going to be with you. Folks, we're going to get through this. I know it because God walks with us. And we are going to walk through this together. If you consider Calvary your church home, you're probably wondering, what's going to happen to our church? If we can't gather together, which is what we do every week, how are we going to be a church? Well, here's what I want you to know. The church was never a building. The church was never a building, and our church will never be about a building. Our church is all about people like you and about people like me. It's about the relationships we share and the difference we make as a church in our community. And so just because we're not gathering together here doesn't mean the ministry of the church is going to stop. We are full tilt ahead. Some of our walls are filled with anxiety and fear, and I think God would want us to wonder, is it time to knock down some of those walls? And finally, I think more than anything else, God would want to remind you that it's those people in the Bible whose lives were filled with stories that were kind of messy. When you got behind the walls, there were some ugly spots. It was those very people that God used to change the world. Peter and Paul, without them, we wouldn't have the church as we do today. Noah saved creation. And if you think about it, God used in Jesus a convicted felon, to change the world, to save you and to save me. Folks, here's what I know. Behind the walls of each of our lives, there's stuff. There's anxiety. And here's what God wants you to know. It's people like you and me that God loves more than you'll ever know. And it's people like you and me that God is going to use to change the world. And amidst this coronavirus crisis, I think it's people like you and me that God is going to use to calm anxieties, that God is going to use to take care of our community, to change our community.